going to be a video about multiplicity of zeros, and it's basically just a bunch of example problems, so hopefully just doing these will help cement the concept in your brain a little bit better. So this first one, it says, what are the zeros of f of x is equal to quantity x plus 3 times quantity x plus 6? So the zeros for this would just mean I'm taking f of x, and I'm setting it equal to 0. Now for this to be equal to 0, that means each of these factors needs to be equal to 0. Okay, so that means this needs to be equal to 0 and this one needs to be equal to 0. So how you can write that is just write x plus 3 equals 0 for one of the factors, and the other factor you can just write it as x plus 6 equals 0. And then you're basically just solving. This one's going to be x is equal to negative 3, and the other one is going to be x is equal to negative 6. Okay, so that's basically the answer for number 1. Versus what are the zeros? You just set that equal to 0 and then set each individual factor equal to 0. You're going to be doing a lot of that in this practice problem set, so definitely get used to that. All right, number 2, it says, what does it mean for a polynomial to have multiplicity? All right, what that means is it has linear factors that are the same. Okay, so if we use our first example that we have there, that f of x is equal to x plus 3 times x plus 6, you can kind of look at it this way, where imagine I had another x plus 6 in here, so I just tack on another one right here. The solution for that negative 6 would still exist, so your solutions would still be x is equal to negative 3 and x is equal to negative 6, but you would have to say multiplicity 2 on the negative 6 because there's 2 of them here. Okay, so that's basically what that multiplicity, what it means. Okay. Number 3, it says for the polynomial f of x is equal to x minus 1 times quantity x minus 3 squared. What is the multiplicity at x equals 3? Well, right here you can kind of see the what's causing that x equals 3, 0 here, because it says x minus 3. If I plugged in 0 there, I would get, or I'm sorry, if I plugged in 3 there, I would get a 0. So the multiplicity is just whatever the power is up here. So the answer for this one would be a multiplicity of 2. So it says, what is the multiplicity of x equals 3? It would be 2. Okay. And again, the power kind of tells you right there what that is. Okay, number 4, it says, which 0 of g of x has a multiplicity of 4? So let me rewrite this real quick. All right, so it's asking which one of them has a multiplicity of 4. Well, here's the 4 right here that tells you this. That means this 0 here, whatever I make this to be the 0, is going to have a multiplicity of 4. In this case, it would be 3, because if you plugged in x equals 3, to that, you would get a 0, and it's got a multiplicity of 4 based on that power up there. So that's the answer for number 4. And then number 5, it says, which 0 of h of x is equal to x plus 1 to the third power times 3 minus 1 squared. It says, which of them have a multiplicity of 2? Well, it would be this one right here, this 3x minus 1, but you have to actually find the value of x for that one. So that means you have to set this 3x minus 1 equal to 0 and solve. So we're going to add 1 to the other side, and then we're going to divide both sides by 3, and you get x is equal to 1/3. So x is equal to 1/3 would have a multiplicity of 2 because of this power right here. So those are just some basic example problems involving multiplicity of zeros. If you have any questions about anything in this video, let me know.